himself went to the site and condemned this action. He even went further to state that he is going to set up a probe. That does not mean that the police should not do their work. So in as much as it is an unfortunate situation, and I want to call on my colleague medical staff that yes, the Health Committee of Parliament is with them in this trying moment. We are going to ensure that the case is investigated. The root cause of this problem is the lack of medical staff, adequate medical staff in the facilities. And this problem is not a problem that has been created recently. For 8 years of the MPP, they did not employ everybody. As we speak now, we have about 1,000 doctors at home. We have about 48,000 nurses who are not employed. We have about more than 1,500 pharmacists who are. The NDC government cannot use 8 months to solve a problem that has been created within 8 years.
Meanwhile, Ralph St. Williams, who's been identified as the main suspect in the alleged assault at the Greater Accra Regional Hospital, has denied physically assaulting anyone at the facility. During a Facebook Live, he indicated he was only involved in verbal altercations with staff.
I think there was this narrative being put out there by the Ridge Hospital that there was some assault and some invasion. Invasion in the context is when you are not, you forcefully enter somewhere, or you force yourself into places that you're not being allowed. I don't think it was the right word to use, that people invaded the hospital. As in what? And assault, I cannot say for evidential basis that any person that came here assaulted somebody physically. Verbally, yes, it was true, but something needs to trigger something. What actually happened? You know, bedside manners and negligence of medical staff was getting so much, and it draws the concern of anybody around, either a relative or a patient or whatever, to, you know, raise concerns. And we all know, those that have having opportunities to travel out and those that even see this in videos and, you know, post and other stuff, knows that countries where health is an essential thing in the lives of the people, countries where, you know, people's welfare, it's in the hands of the nurses and they understand the responsibility they carry, will never be using such statements like, you know, these statements are statements that you don't have to make it. On top of it, some were making statements like more politicians all in the name that you asked me to go and buy a bandage, and I asked you, a whole rich hospital doesn't have bandage, and this is the response you give me. Anybody will get triggered, do you understand, and react towards it. So if that is what they are actually terming as an assault, then maybe we would have to apologize for that. But some responsibilities needs to also be taken by the Minister of Health, because people are actually, if not sabotage, are acting irresponsible, and they need to be attended to. There need to be a response. There need to be a professional response.
We stay a while on this matter. A nurse at the research department of the Nursing and Midwifery Unit at the Ridge Hospital, Sarah Dankwa, says she is unwilling to lay down her life for public service. She explains that nurses will align with the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association in their threat to strike if perpetrators of the Ridge attack are not arrested after the 48-hour ultimatum expires. She was speaking to Lily Mohammed on GH Today.
Emergency nursing, where I've had the opportunity to be a triage nurse for some time. One of the most important statements is that make sure that the environment you're trying to save the patient is safe before you work. That's one. Even if there's a fire in this building and it's not safe for me, I'll walk away. That's one. So this is not Hippocratic oath. Is the number of children I've left home? Is my father and my mother in Sunyani that I'm still no? So I'm sorry, sir. Nursing, we are not like the military. We don't lay our lives down for the country. We lay our lives down for ourselves before we take care of them. Because I can tell you that if I die today, the work will continue. I would not be remembered. I would not be buried in the military cemetery. So we will take care of ourselves first. In nursing, we follow bureaucratic order. Once my union says it, and my head of nursing approves it, who am I? Who am I? In nursing, it's by rank, and it's like them. It's like the military. Once your boss says go, I'm going. You better listen to GHOne. They are not joking. Yesterday, I could see the way they were talking. One of them was almost crying, standing. No, they mean it. And we too, we are not even looking at government too. We are looking at GHOne. That's your problem now as a country. If GHOne says we should close the place, we will have to go.
Away from healthcare, let's do a bit of politics now. And the IGP, Christian Tete GHOne, has given a stern warning to deal ruthlessly with troublemakers during the upcoming by-election in Akwatia. Concerns over security for that particular by-election heightened following what characterized the Ablekuma North rerun. The IGP, however, says the service will deploy over 5,000 well-prepared personnel for the September 2nd exercise. You may recall on August 19, the IGP engaged major political parties ahead of the September 2 by-election, where a national organizer of the opposition MPP, Harry Nana Boakye, once again vowed members of his party will protect themselves.
We also expressed our dissatisfaction with the conduct of the Ghana police, especially in the recently held rerun of about 19 polling stations in Ablekuma North. We said that thugs who were linked to the NDC, who caused mayhem, their images are all over, the videos all over. And as we speak, the Ghana police has not effected any decisive arrest. We saw a communique that stated that they have arrested 2 persons. We don't know what came up. We don't have any update. Were they put before the court? Are they on remand? We don't even know anything at all. So we were very, very, very strong on this particular point. And then the IGP said that, look, they are also serious about it. And we should even expect that even today, by close of today, some arrest would be made. We also mentioned it to the IGP that, look, if they want us to rely on these assurances, then they must work on what happened in Ablekuma North. Why? Because if a stalwart of the New Patriotic Party or even any ordinary member is coming to Akwatia with a mindset of what happened to Honorable Howard Komsi and my deputy, clearly the person is going to protect himself. And I've kept saying this, that for the New Patriotic Party, we are going to protect ourselves.
Personnel currently undertaking high-risk operation training in the Eastern region.
We are very confident. And what Ghanaians will see, they will know that, yes, there's no fear for Akwatia. If you come quietly to vote, we'll also receive you quietly. If you come quietly to observe, we'll also observe you quietly. But if you have any intention of causing trouble, we'll not allow you to go free. We'll change your location. And that is why they mentioned the Black Maria. Means that we will house you in a different form. And that one, we have made up our mind that before your trouble will go far, we have already handled you. And that is why we have you over here. That you don't allow, and under no circumstance can anybody come to the police station to create a problem and we allow the person to go free. If you come with arms, we deal with you with arms. If you come to cause trouble, the public order management people will also handle you. And we have series and series of deployments. And we have series and series of backups. And I want to assure Ghanaians that not less than 5,000 policemen have been deployed are prepared and well prepared to go to Akwatia. We are going to fortify the collation center. The police stations are going to be fortified. We have 21 electoral areas. And we have POMA members, regional commanders are going to be the people who are going to command those areas.
Meanwhile, security analyst Emmanuel Coutin is urging political parties and their allies not to foment trouble.
Put forward proposals so that when there are by-elections, you don't kind of inundate the constituency like we have seen in the past, as if it is a life and death situation. For Christ's sake, it's just a matter of electing someone to represent the people of Akwatia. And we shouldn't be doing the kind of things we do. And we should also look at how we monetize our democratic processes. In Akwatia, what I've seen already is how people are sending a lot of gifts to the indigents. And this is vote buying. And what does it say about our electoral laws? It goes ultra-virus against our electoral laws. Is it not a former MC who paid money for his confirmation? The OSP mentioned his case yesterday that he was before court. So if we cannot streamline these things in tandem with our law, and we prosecute certain people for offenses that we do in the open, then I'm afraid our democracy is not evolving. And to the police, I think that they should set the systems like I mentioned. They shouldn't militarize the place. They should be focused and don't let any of the political parties accuse them of any form of favoritism. And to our own citizens who will be going there, if you have no business in Akwatia, you are not an electorate. What is your business in Akwatia? We have other things to do, for Christ's sake, around the country. And Akwatia shouldn't look as if it is a life and death situation for the country.
So that's a security analyst speaking about what's likely to happen during the Akwatia by-election slated for September 2. And we know that the major parties, the NPP and the NDC, have already chosen their candidates who will be participating in this exercise. We've been joined by Deputy Director of Elections and IT of the governing NDC, Rashid Tanko Computer. Good evening, sir. Thank you for your time. Just help me understand what your assessment of the security apparatus readiness for the election is.
Very well. Let me say good evening to your cherished viewers and to you yourself. Yesterday we met the leadership of the security led by the IGP, the Election Security Task Force, as well as the Electoral Commission. We're briefed adequately their preparedness for the upcoming by-election slated for 2nd September. They told us what they intend to deploy about 5,000 security men across the constituency. Don't forget, we have 119 polling stations to deal with. So they are ready for it. They will also be deploying people with sidearms to ward off all manner of evildoers, people who want to come and cause mayhem in the constituency. They weigh them off. They are ready for it. So with the briefing they gave us, we as a political party, the NDC, we are satisfied with the brief. And then we are very much confident with the police security setup that with this, life and properties will be protected. People will have the freedom to go about their business in terms of voting. Nobody will be intimidated. They will be allowed to cast the ballot without any intimidation. So we are satisfied. It is only our opponents who have some reservation about the arrangement. I don't know why they have reservation about the arrangement of the police, thinking that they are not satisfied with that, and then they have issues with it. We don't have issues. We think that the police are up to task, and with the lay down roadmap they gave us, I strongly believe we are going to have a peaceful election.
Mr. Tanko Computer, I'm just wondering if this came up during your deliberations, during the Ayawaso North, Ablekuma North, I beg your pardon, Ablekuma North rerun, during the Ablekuma North rerun. We heard from analysts who were quite concerned about the presence of certain party elements from the NDC and the NPP at the election grounds. Did that come up during your deliberations, and what was the conclusion if it came up?
Well, you see, we as a political party, in fact, we always stand by our principle and we go by it. The NPP is a flip-flop political party. Don't forget, this is a Ablekuma North thing that everybody is talking about. Who caused it? Is it not the NPP? Was it not the same NPP party leadership who held press conference and told the whole world that they were not participating in that Ablekuma North election? And went to court to even injunct the process. And the press conference was read by their general secretary, the chief executive officer of the party. Yet less than 12 hours to the elections, we saw other leadership of the party with presidential aspirants storming the place. In the night and in the morning, we saw leadership of the party, in fact, senior members of the party, coming to polling stations with pepper spray. Pepper spray is described as a dangerous weapon. It is not allowed to be used at polling stations. Why was leadership of the NPP coming to polling stations with pepper spray? So all this problem is caused by them. They caused all this mess. And they will be the first to run to the media and start crying. When they brought the matter to the meeting, we told them, you are the people who caused all this.
Okay.
What was the woman doing with pepper spray in her back?
Unfortunately for me, I don't have a rep of the NPP to respond to the claims that you're making. But I would just like to find out from you briefly, though, there were some people seen in videos alleged to be members of the NDC. The MPP's concern is that these people are seen on video allegedly assaulting other people. Why has the police not picked up such persons? Why have they not rounded them up? Probably that would give them some assurance that the police will do as it promises for the Akwatia by-election.
The police indicated to us in the meeting yesterday that they arrested the people. And they were even in the process of arresting others. In fact, my information is that as of yesterday evening, they even arrested more people. But the question is, why is Hawa Kumsin walking free? It takes two to tango. Was she not found with a dangerous weapon, pepper spray? It's a dangerous weapon. It's been described by the Electoral Security Task Force that pepper sprays are one of the dangerous illegal weapons which should not be allowed near any polling station during election and all that. She was found with it. Why is she walking free? If they are calling for the arrest of those who assaulted, why is she herself walking free? Why are they not arresting her too? They should call for the arrest too.
I'm grateful for
hypocrisy in this country.
I'm grateful for your time this evening. That's Tanko Computer. He works with the NDC as his Deputy Director of IT and Elections, speaking to us and giving us some information about a meeting between political parties and the Ghana Police Service ahead of the Akwatia by-elections. Away from the elections, though, but still on security matters, police says investigations into the assault on EIB Network's journalist Kwabna Ejekumbanahene has been completed and a docket has been sent to the Attorney General for advice. The police has also instituted a service inquiry into the conduct of the interdicted officer following the submission of the report from the Police Professional Standards Bureau. Here's Inspector General of Police Christian GHOne when he met with the Ghana Journalists Association.
When you are interdicted, your uniform is taken away from you. You cannot go back to work. But there's rumor going on that we have just transferred the policeman from where he is to another police station, which is never true. It is not true. When you are no more wearing uniform, the only thing is that to look for your village and go and stay in the village and think about what you did wrong. So maybe when people saw this police officer in his hometown or village, they thought that he has been transferred to his hometown, or we have asked him to come and hide over there. It is not so. He's on interdiction, and when you are interdicted, we go through all the due process, using our service instructions, and then internal disciplinary actions are taken against you. And then the same police officer is also facing the criminal action. What we do, as far as our officers are concerned, is that when even the criminal case is done against you, we forward the docket to the AG's office for advice, based on advice of my legal team. And that is what we have done. Just yesterday, I received the report from the professional standard. We say that we can go ahead and constitute disciplinary action through our service orders against the police officer.
You're watching News Tonight with me, Bernice, Abu-Baidoo, and the Ghana Police Service has announced a breakthrough in 2 separate criminal cases: the Mpoho Gold Shop robbery and a fatal stabbing incident at Asankragua. Weapons, ammunition and key evidence have been recovered in the gold robbery probe, while 2 suspects are in custody over the Asankragua murder.
The Ghana Police Service says it has recovered weapons, ammunition and clothing items linked to the recent gold shop robbery at Mpoho in the Western region. According to police, officers from the Kuntunansi district in the Ashanti region intercepted a suspicious Toyota Sienta vehicle along the Eputueja-Bekoe road during intensified anti-robbery patrols. 2 men fled into a nearby bush upon sighting the patrol team abandoning the vehicle. A search uncovered an AK-47 rifle, a locally manufactured firearm, loaded magazines, packets of ammunition, cowrie shells, clothing, and identity documents. Police say some of the clothing items closely resemble those worn by the robbers captured on CCTV during the attack. Investigators describe the recovery as a significant breakthrough as the manhunt for the suspects intensifies. Meanwhile, in the Western Central region, 2 suspects have been arrested over the fatal stabbing of a 20-year-old man at the Asankragua education area. The suspects, Kwesi Opon, 36, and William Francis Ose, 23, are currently in police custody, assisting investigations, while another suspect remains on the run. The body of the deceased has been deposited at the Asankragua Catholic Hospital morgue for preservation and autopsy. The Ghana Police Service has assured the public that all persons involved in both cases will be brought to justice.
You're watching News Tonight with me, Bernice, Abu-Baidoo, Lancer. Now, GHOne's Lottery Limited, in partnership with the National Lottery Authority on the Caritas platform, has launched Season 3 of the Luckiest Africa Draw with a grand jackpot of 2.3 million cedis at stake. Beyond the ultimate prize, organizers say hundreds of participants stand to win various exciting rewards, making this season the biggest yet. There's more in the following report.
The exciting
Overall price for the luckiest in season 3 is 2.5 million for the luckiest ticket. The luckiest ticket, when you buy a ticket, you can share the ticket code with friends and family. So if you bought 100 CDs, you bought 10 CDs, 20 CDs on the ticket, you can pass that ticket on to your friends. They will buy different amounts on that ticket. And when that ticket wins, all of you are winners times 500 the amount you participated with.
On his part, Kwabena Opoku-Boakye, the acting director in charge of marketing, Caritas and events at the NLA, explained that proceeds from the game will be channeled into corporate social responsibility projects, indicating that those who might not win are also supporting community development through games.
The good thing is, if you play and you don't win, the monies that you pay will be dedicated towards good causes, and then you see them within your communities, and then at least you know that the monies that you contributed are not being used by some illegal people somewhere to line their pockets, but they will go into national development. That's the reason why we are partnering Genius Loci.
Meanwhile, Ghanaians who wish to participate in the draw can obtain tickets at price ranging from 1 Ghana cedis to 5,000 Ghana cedis simply by dialing *712# on any net.
IFS says the first half of the John Dramani Mahama-led government has been characterized by weak revenue mobilization. The institute emphasized that contrary to the cheerful remarks by Finance Minister during the mid-year budget review on revenue performance, revenue collection in the first half did not meet expectation. We'll bring you more on that in subsequent bulletins. This has been our special edition of News Tonight to make way for our special coverage of the Galka Top 4 tournament. Already we've seen Kumasi Asante Kotoko lose, and Joel, shocking, isn't it, or not?
Well, so Bibiani Gold Stars comes into this game not like Ninos. You know, they won the